Hi there, I'm Dr. Katie Raher, and I am a Kimochis Certified Trainer. And this is the staff edition of these Kimochis lessons for coronavirus times. So I'm here with Teacher Kat today, and first we'll check in with Teacher Kat to have a little fun with thinking about all that you might be managing if you're anything like Kat, and then we'll dig into some tools for the kids who are a little bit like Kat. So first of all, Teacher Kat is feeling curious. Curious about so very much right now. Curious about when is school going to return to normal, or what will it look like? Curious about what's going on in kids' homes. Curious if what you're doing with the technology and all the distance learning, if it's working for kids, how kids are feeling about everything. You're curious about how much should I spend on social emotional learning? How much should I spend on academics? What should I do? There's just so much to be curious about. So Teacher Kat's feeling all that. I'm feeling a lot of that, and I bet you might be too. So remember, it's okay to be curious. As long as it's safe and kind, you're good to go. I hope that you get a chance to talk about some of your curious notions and your curiosity with your colleagues, so that those curious feelings can feel a little bit better if they're feeling overwhelming at all to you, because we don't want curiosity to kill the cat. All right, so Kat is also feeling cranky. Partially because Kat has been having so many ideas go through Kat's mind that Kat is getting not very great sleep. So Kat is feeling cranky in the morning. Kat is also sometimes accidentally working so hard that Kat forgets to go and have a snack, so then Kat feels cranky about that. Hopefully you're not doing too much of that. And hopefully Kat can maybe set a little reminder on the cell phone or something to make sure that that doesn't happen anymore. And Kat's feeling cranky because Kat really likes to have control over how things are flowing. Kat knows exactly how Kat likes to end the school year and to wrap things up. Kat has so many ideas about how things should go too with this whole distance learning, and not everything's going the way Kat thinks it should go. So Kat's feeling some cranky, Kat's feeling some other hard to have feelings, and it is rough. And so sometimes Kat loses it a little, and Kat sometimes yells. Not always at students, it's often more at the walls, at family members, and I want you to know that that's normal. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes with their cranky. Everybody makes mistakes with how they handle it's hard to have feelings sometimes, and that's okay. I know that just like Kat, you are filled with love, and all your ideas, all the things you want to happen is because of your passion, your love, your deep love for making this world a better place. So if you make a mistake, just take a redo. Make it better. Say you're sorry, own it, just make it better. Take those redos. I've had to take a lot of redos during this time, I know, and so has Teacher Kat. So go ahead, join the redo club. We do our best, and when we make mistakes, we take a redo. So hope you had a little fun with that, thinking about Teacher Kat, and then just to share some ideas for you with your kids. Your kids might be feeling really, really curious about a lot of things going on. So I encourage you to answer their questions as developmentally appropriately as possible, and to maybe share some resources with their families about how to talk to their kids about the coronavirus, so that kids get some understanding of what's going on, and be as honest as possible in ways that still keep our kids feeling safe and connected to us. And remind them it's okay to be curious as long as it's safe and kind. The other thing is, our kids might be feeling pretty cranky. They're bored. They might not be getting as much sleep. They might not be eating as regularly. They also might have some ideas that are not being listened to by their siblings, by their parents. They're having less control over their situation without their typical routines. So they might be feeling a lot of cranky feelings too. So the likelihood is they're making some mistakes too with how they handle their feelings. So remind them that everybody has hard to have feelings, and that's normal. Kids and grown-ups. Tell them you do too. And remind them that everyone sometimes makes mistakes with how they handle their feelings, and everybody gets a redo. Practice some redos. Do some role plays on video, on your Zoom calls or your Google Meets or whatever you're doing. So practice those. Remind them they can take a redo, they can offer a redo. So with that, we will wrap up, and we hope that you have found some tools that would be helpful to give you a little chuckle and remind you of the fact that you are not alone in all this. We all have a little cat in us right now, having a little bit hard time losing some control over our ability to wrap up the school year the way we want. And we hope that you found some tools that you could use with your students. So we hope to see you in some future staff edition videos on the Kimochis during coronavirus. Take care.